We've only just begun with this Division Two.
live.
Oh boy, oh boy. Season 6, Division number 2 is about to get underway. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you are ready. William Stewart, Sean Green, Nick DeShera, per usual. And boy, oh boy, again, Brandon Neal versus Cooper Olson. Here we go,
Who?
Sean Green. What do you say?
Buddy, Division 2 is going to be the most fun that I have all season long. I can tell you that right now. The matchups are always going to be juicy. They're always going to be close in averages. The difference between the averages this season is a 0.27. That is insane. And it's just going to be better and better as the entire season goes on. I cannot wait. From 1 to 32 in Division 2, it's hard to call who's going to possibly win this thing. There's a lot of great players in this, and I cannot wait. How about you, bud? You looking forward to this?
I'm really looking forward to this, just how close those averages are. We've mentioned it before. We'll mention it again. This is going to be an absolute barn burner. We're going to have some close matchups. I guarantee you most of the streamed matchups are going to go the distance, if not a couple legs off.
Yep.
So definitely put those reminders in the phone once again. Set them up Wednesday night, about 7:55. Tune in. Get ready for this Division 2 battles because it's going to be good. But how about a little recap? Division 1 was Monday night. We had Danny Baggish taking on Ram Guevara, and it was an excellent matchup, really tight-knit going into the break. And then, what happened? Danny turned into Danny, and he turned it on and, took over the match, won it. It was a good little battle, but that's just a little dabble of what we've got for you here in Division 1.
Yeah, and it's just going to get better and better. We saw who's won on the winner side. If you need to check that out, check CompuSport. You can see who won their first round matchups, who's going into the matchups too. We've already been posted with what's going to happen next week in Division 1, and it's going to be sweet. Let's put it that way. A little sugar on our stream on Monday night. But tonight, Division 2, 8 players from Division 1 are now in Division 2 of the CSC Challenger Series. I'm going to jokingly call this Division 1A or Division 1B throughout this season because it just really is. You have Scuba Steve Diker, who's only been in Division 1. Mike Scarborough, who's only been in Division 1. Jake Smith last year was in Division 1, and now he's dropped down to Division 2, and these guys are not at the top of the division either. Well, Mike Scarborough is, but let's not talk about that. They're down there a ways too on the list of players, and it's because everyone is so close. We have last year's champion Rick Sturbins back, along with Han Solo, Tyler Hinsey, who had a great run last year and was probably the favorite throughout most of that season. And the newcomers this season, Don the Mouth Kirby from Indianapolis, Indiana. Remember that name. He's going to be there near the end. He's on my radar, as well as Cooper Olson, who we get to see tonight making his debut on stream, and I cannot wait. It's going to be a great battle, bud.
Well, how about a little information from the floor? I just checked in. That Ken Rip Steve Diker matchup, Ken 8, Steve 6 right now. So appetizing match going on in the background. Yeah, you're right here, though. Every matchup we have in this first round is a good one. You can pick, you could choose. That's why we put out those polls for you all to choose which one you wanted to see. This one won it. That's why we're giving it to you right now. And yeah, appetizing stuff here. No doubt about it.
Pops in there saying, "What's wrong with your ears?" Watching from Goddard, Kansas. I appreciate that, Pops. You know, it means a lot to me to have you just tuning in with us and understanding that I have very white ears, big white ears tonight. You know me, my Mickey Mouse play. But let's look at Cooper Olson here. Coop, playing out of the wooden nickel. He's been playing for 5 years total. So I already hate him with how good he is. A 4.69 MPR, 36.90 PPD, and he's throwing those MVG exacts 20-gram darts, which is right around that limit that you can throw in soft tip. And what a difference that makes from Ram Guevara on Monday with the 9.2-gram darts. But South Dakota, wooden nickel, another South Dakotan in the CSC Challenger Series, and he's a good one too. I've heard only good things about him, and I think it's going to be a great one.
I agree. I agree with you here. We'll take it on over to the Omaha legend, Mr. Brandon Neal, who's playing at a Stoley's Lounge. Has been playing for 19 plus years. How about a 4.56 MPR and a 36.15 PPD ranking? And then throwing 180 Rays B 19 grams. Now, here's the thing. You saw there for Cooper his NPR. You're seeing Brandon's NPR. Now, you wouldn't believe this, but Cooper is the 6th ranked individual in Division 2. Brandon is currently 17th with not very far off of Cooper. There's no doubt about that one. And you'll kind of listen to the interviews later how Brandon even said it's like you can't even really pick a winner here because just how close in averages everybody is, anything can happen.
Yeah, and I know for a fact that Cooper's in this. It's his first time in this bad boy. You're seeing him going to throw the diddle here. 3 darts count up. It's how they get to start here. But I believe that's another player playing Division 2 next to him, but I'm just making that up. That could not be the case at all. And then, of course, Brandon Neal playing at Stoley's. There's not a dog around, which is impressive. And he's going to be ready to do some damage. There's some signs in the background that I'm excited for everybody to see. And he has some motivation. I can tell you that. He is motivated this season, and I think he really wants to win Division 2. He's been getting closer and closer, and I'm telling you, he is coming for that title this season. And he's got a button pusher. It's Miss Stephanie, it looks like. And I'm telling you right now, just watch Stephanie watch Brandon play darts in the background. You're going to have just as much fun as watching the darts, because Stephanie is a very intense supporter, very Alyssa Evans-esque in her support for her husband there. And I cannot wait. It's going to be a great time. So here we go. Brandon Neal getting us started, bud. Who wins this tonight? Tell me. Who you got?
Ooh, put me on the spot, why don't you? Will Cooper suffer from the first Will Cooper suffer from that first time jitters of the CSC? I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with 9-7 on Brandon's part.
Yeah, so you're taking the experience over the average in this one. Would you say that?
Yeah, because
a 0.13 difference is not anything. Yeah.
Exactly. And I think that when you add in the little bit of pressure situation, being on the stream first and just having that maybe that little tickle in your belly, knowing I'm up on the stream this time, that can really force your hand. That can do some crazy things to you. And we're seeing already a couple of darts outside, and we'll see if he can kind of settle in here. There's a big 6 mark.
Here's what I'm going to say is, from all the hype we're getting from Cooper Olson, there's a reason why this match was picked on stream. And part of it is definitely Brandon Neal. He's a fan favorite. He is the only dart player in Omaha, Nebraska, per what we think, I guess. That's what a lot of people think, is how many times he's going to say Omaha and Brandon Neal. And it's going to be a lot. But Cooper Olson has a lot of support. Look in this chat. You're going to see a lot of Cooper Olson support. A lot of people are rooting for that tonight. And man, I'm going to believe the hype. And I love Brandon Neal to death. He's one of my favorite competitors ever in the CSC Challenger Series. We've gotten to know him on a more personal level than anything else. And I'm so excited that he's playing on our stream in the first round. But I'm going to take Cooper Olson. I think it's going to be 9-8, because I think eventually it just becomes playing darts. Even if you're on stream, even if you got all this hype going on, it just becomes playing darts after a couple of legs. Brandon might get out to an early lead here, and I kind of expect that. But I think Cooper might battle back after the break. So that's going to be my suggestion. That's going to be my pick for the night.
Another 6 mark from Cooper Olson.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys saw the original live stream that popped up there for about a minute and a half. Thankfully, we caught that right away. But you see the setup. It's the exact view that Will and I now have for the CSC. So we do get to look at each other and into each other's eyes the entire time. And what you're seeing right here is exactly how Brandon Neal's going to play. Very, very aggressive.
Aggressive indeed. He's forcing Cooper to the 17s and opens him up immediately.
and gets himself a 7 mark. These guys have battled a lot previously. Cooper said that in his interview. So they're not going to be surprised by each other and how they play. That is for sure. Cooper didn't really mention how those battles have gone, win or loss. You'll hear that in his interview. Cooper's definitely a man of few words, especially when you compare it to Brandon Neal, who is a man of many words, which is why he has helped us in the commentary before in the CSC Challenger Series and done a really good job doing so. So I'm excited to see how this goes. You want to talk about the Brandon Neal is more than aware of his live stream results here at the CSC Challenger Series. You want to talk about that real quick?
Yeah, I guess he mentioned to Nick that he was he's 3 for 6. Let's put it that way, because Nick weirdly worded it to us there for a second, but that's okay. That's okay. He's 3 for 6, but his last 3 losses, his last 3 have been losses. So he was just kind of that's like a little thought in your mind, you know, kind of like in the back of your mind. Oh, I've taken those 3 L's. Does it matter here? Does it not? Can I get over that hump?
Yeah, and man, what a thing to have in the back of your mind, right? That you now know that you have lost 3 in a row on the stream, and you're trying not to make that 4 in a row. But the more and more you try not to make something, it makes it more something. And that is an unlucky flight right there. And the door is open here for Cooper Olson. A big 9 mark goes a long way. See if he tries to steal him. Oh, he did.
He's got to take that shot eventually, right?
Especially at the high ground.
Yep.
As soon as you can. We got the Philly legend, Tim Neal, in the chat saying, "Sup, fellas." Mike Maloney's here too, but we didn't need to mention that. Guys, let us know in the chat, who do you have in this one? If you do that, you'll be entered in tonight's live stream giveaway brought to you by A2ZDarts.com. Tonight's raffle winner will receive a $15 gift certificate to A2ZDarts.com. It's just like straight cash, homie. So leave a comment in our chat, hit that like button on our Facebook page. Best of luck to all of our Facebook live stream viewers. Did you know we're going to read an ad read here in just a second, and it's going to mention the new Money Mark McFadden V2 dart barrels by Colonial. They are sold out already. Did you see that?
Yep. 5 days.
I got my set.
They're a good set of darts.
Well, today is the last day to snag the February dart of the month, the Devin Peterson Wisdom darts from Shot. Purchase the February dart of the month for a free Shot hand towel and a chance to win a signed set of Michael Smith Achieve darts, or should I say Archive darts, as it is the 1-year anniversary of that fiasco. The giveaway ends March 1st, and the winner will have their choice of soft tip or steel tip. Best of luck. Also, the new Money Mark McFadden V2 dart barrels from Colonial are out now. If you love a straight barrel with an aggressive grip, you're going to have to wait till the next round to order them because they're sold out. And if you're looking for your next dart flight, read up on A to Z Dart's newest article from everything you need to know about dart flights to pick the best one for you. For the latest American dart news featuring new Win More sponsor players, Jules Van Dongen, whoever that is, Mike Maloney with those Maloney Baloney doubles, Rick Hensey, and Garrett Rakowski. Learn more at A-Z Dart's blog found on the resource tab on their homepage. And look at this battle we got going here in this match.
Yeah, it's back and forth tussle here early in this one. What round are we on? We're on just round 12, but almost seemed like it was a little bit further in myself. But here we'll see. Neal attacks those 16s. Will he go back to the 19s, try to pad some points? And I think he should have stayed there myself.
I agree. But again, he is taking the approach of aggressive style of play, which will help him sometimes and it will hurt him sometimes. Right now, it's hurting him as Cooper takes the point lead, and it's a pretty good sized point lead with X's on the 20s and 19s too. Set himself up nicely.
Exactly. Set him up for a kill shot as next go round. Yeah, I hear that Colonial Dart's going to have a couple of new sets of darts coming out here soon.
Yeah? That's exciting.
Just a couple.
Shiloh says the final score is going to be Neal 14-1. Wow, that's going to be really impressive if that happens. in this race to 9 format.
I don't know how that's going to happen, but okay.
Well, that just reminds me, if you've never watched before, which I know Shiloh has, let's go over the format and specific rules of the CSC Challenger Series. It is a double elimination style tournament. This is week 1 of Division 2. It's a good time to get started, guys. Hit that like button, hit that share button. Let everybody know that we are live. Players play a race to 9. Best of 17 legs, all cricket. The loser of the previous leg will start the next leg after that. As we get our first, boom goes the dynamite there for Brandon Neal. And I don't know if you noticed, but we got ourselves a 9-mark counter. Compliments of Captain Messano, Mr. Nick Darachi DeShera. But if either player's down 3 or more legs, they will continue to go first, and the deficit is reduced to 2 legs. That is the beautiful PPD player advantage rule that Mike Maloney loves so much, the biggest fan of. That's why we continue to have it. And if we go the distance,
we're going for speed.
Players will cork for start in the last leg decider. This is going to go the distance, right? Sure. Week 1, this match, all the hype. We got over 700 people watching right now. I bet we get over 1,000 if everyone hits that share button right now. And they deserve it. A 4.0 playing a 4.36. Scrappy.
Cooper had a significant lead there, and then he's kind of giving it back and forth early. Brandon Neal looks to close out the 15s.
Great close on the 15s. He's going right at the bull. This is the win leg number 1. Got her. Brandon Neal up 1-0. I want to give a huge shout out to that kid in the background throwing darts tonight. I love everything about that. And a huge shout out again to the button pusher. Wow, look at that sign in the background. You see that? Does that say ew?
It says ew? Does that say
I don't know. It looks like it. It looks like it, doesn't it?
It definitely does. I have to get a zoom in angle on that one.
It does say
it's
ew.
Definitely ew. It's definitely ew.
So they're putting up the ew sign when Brandon wins a leg. And that's his supporters. All right, so remember I mentioned I thought Brandon was going to get out to a hot start here. Wins leg number 1 with the throw and the worst average. But that's what you got to do here in this division. You just got to win legs, be scrappy. Cooper was way high on that second dart, so he's going to go back up and point on dart number 3. Yeah, I don't know if he actually has longer barrels, but they look a little bit longer.
Grabs hold of that 102-point advantage. Means Neal will have to hit at least 2 triple 20s to take a look, I feel. Now it's just 2 to get out in front, and that's what he does. Good 6.
Both throwing 5.5s here in Division 1B in the CSC Challenger Series.
Gotta love it.
Guys, let us know where you're tuning in from. Who's tuning in from the furthest away? That's what we want to know.
Even with the setup, we're getting each other.
Just because I can't shut up. It's me. It's not you. You're laughing because it's true.
Big Trip 18
We
there.
got someone tuning in from Belgium, but it's Belgium, Wisconsin.
Almost.
All right, what's Brandon going to do here? Point first. Let's see how aggressive he gets. He probably looks at the 18s on dart 3. Nope.
I imagine.
He stayed down.
Wow.
Switching it up and getting a big point lead now. He also has the higher ground, so I like that move.
I think that is good to do. It's kind of smart to slightly adjust your strategy here and there. Keep your opponent guessing.
Paul Rogers asking, how do you qualify to shoot in the CSC Challenger Series? And he's probably the one person that hasn't memorized like I do.
Yeah,
that's how much he's heard me say it. Do you have it memorized?
Nope. Of course
Try
not.
it. I just want you to try it from scratch.
Uh, well, all
You
right.
gonna try it?
Do you want to
You
find
got
out how to
this.
be eligible in the PPD?
Boy, do I.
Boy. Well, it doesn't take much points to do so. Participating is as easy as 1, 2, 3. Let me tell you how to do it. Head on over to dartstoc.com. Check out the map where you can find your closest location to you. Just head on over to that location, sign up into the PPD, and guess what? You're involved. Boom. All of a sudden,
Goes
you'll
the
be in this
dynamite.
bad boy. Was perfect.
And let that be a lesson to everyone to figure out that Will Stewart does not listen to a single word I say at any point in time. As soon as I start rattling that off, he just tunes it out. Cooper looking for a 9. Gets it. Boom goes the dynamite there for Cooper Olson.
For an 8 mark. Okay, good stuff, Sean.
And my, how the turntables have turned here in this leg. Bill has spoken, says, never let Will Stewart do that again. I love it.
Oh. If you haven't caught on already, I just deal with Sean because I have to.
Mm-hmm.
Kidding.
And I deal with both of them because I have to.
Hey, whoa, what? Who are you? Is that God?
A God would have a lower voice.
I imagine.
And he wouldn't
God
start
has
off
a
every single
very-
interview with, well, welcome.
All right, chill out. Friendly fire, friendly fire.
I imagine God has a Barry White voice. Let's be honest.
Oh, yeah. Chad says, boom goes the Cooper mite. I don't know if that one works.
Yeah, that's not as no, can't do that one. We can do Boom Does a South Dakotan.
There's a jersey
That
for
might
that.
work. There could be a jersey for that one.
Is there not a jersey for that yet?
I don't think
What are we
so.
doing?
A couple we got the North. We don't have the South. We need to get that South. Well, here we go. Cooper with the chance to get out in front once again. Now, this could be costly here because Brandon can just go ahead and shut the door on the 16s and get rid of him if he wants. You can also try to pad up some more points if he hits it in 1.
Good buddy and great commentary, Ryan George in the chat. You are right. In darts, I will say this. It is it's best to have a white belt. Black belt means nothing in this type of thing. You need that white belt.
In regards to Mr. Brandon Neal. Love it. I go ahead and get rid of him here. Only 2 darts to do so. Why not? Why not get rid of him? Still have another dart to go to the points if you need to.
He did not listen to you.
But
because he only needed
there's
one
a reason. There's also a reasoning because of that he's thinking in his mind, if I just take 2 and I hit all singles here, then I'm technically in a detrimental spot because Cooper could 4 mark or what have you and go on to the next one.
Oh, I agree completely. He definitely should have gone to close first there. But then again, I'm a terrible dart player, so I know I need those 3 darts to close those 16s with 2 marks needed. He can do it with 1. Throws them nice and fat here just to make sure they get closed. Smart darts.
Yeah, trying to put himself into a 2-0 advantage here.
It's been a while since we've talked about this, but if you're just joining us for the first time, first of all, welcome. Where you been? But I'm located in Indianapolis, Indiana. We got my good buddy Will Stewart, co-commentator, and he's in Wichita, Kansas. And then we got Nick Durachi Teixeira in Davenport, Florida, aka the basement of Florida, which Florida's the basement of the United States. You can tell where that location is. And it's just really cool to have Omaha playing South Dakota with the three of us doing commentary on it. And technology, man, I'm telling you what, it is something else.
Sometimes it's pretty cool, man. I tell you what. Had to put some emphasis on this twang because Wichita is what you said there.
Wichita.
4.68 for Neal.
Yeah, but he was well over a 5 for most of that leg, and that's why he broke the throw there of Cooper Olson. Takes the 2-0 lead, and man, did you see the fat head of Brandon Neal in the background? Being held up by Mr. Christensen.
I love it.
That is huge. That is such a big fat head.
That is a very big fat head. We're starting to see some fun stuff here involved in the CSC. A lot of signs being made, fat heads. What else is going to be? Are we going to get what we need next? Who's going to be the streaker that just jumps across the screen?
We do not need that. Do not do that. Stephanie, I know you just heard that. Do not do that tonight, okay?
Oh.
You have one job. It's button pusher, and it's with clothes on.
She's in the waves.
Background. Put her head down.
We need a few waves. We very well could get like the stadium or what is it? Eagles in or Motor City. They could definitely pull one off. Yeah.
And for those of you who had the over-under on the word streaker being used, if you had the under of less than 3 legs completed, you have won that bet.
Just set in stone. It's bound to happen now.
Oh, God. I think we got people set up all over the country now to do that one job.
Yes.
Good darts there from Coop to start off this leg. Brandon has himself set up, though. A couple treble 19s can close those 20s.
Let's see. I think Cooper
might take
understands.
anyway.
Yeah, hammer. Wow. Yep. That'll work. It forces Cooper to the 18s, but be smart about it. He'll go ahead and he should attack right now.
Stays there. Kind of unlucky there. Wire on those 19s. How about I don't know if you noticed, Margaret Green making a comment in the chat. That's my mom. So what's up, Mom? Gotta love it.
I wonder if she turned in for the one comment we just made.
Yeah, great. She'd be like, "This is what you do at night. This is what that streaming thing is all about."
Oh, okay. Yeah, go ahead and take him out now. Needing one dart. Get rid of it.
All right, Brandon going to now have to move to the 17s as Cooper, very impressive on how he dealt with the 18s, 19s battle there.
He should just move on to the 17s too because he's got room. He's got the point advantage, and that's exactly what he does. Work your way around the board here.
I think he was blocked on the treble 16, which is why he went back to the 17 there on dart 3. Otherwise, I would have liked that third dart at the 16 as well. Brandon's got a lot of work to do. I was waiting for Mark Bond to get in here.
just a matter of time before we get Q-Soul Baby 17 times.
Oh, yeah.
What?
17. Is that the over-under?
Don't tempt him.
How about Devlin laughing in the chat? Remember playing Devlin last year in the blind draw and getting whooped by Devlin in that blind draw in Batavia, New York. That statuesque throw of the gods that he has. Again, guys, leave a comment in our chat. Hit that like button for us. It'll automatically enter you in tonight's live stream giveaway brought to you by A2ZDarts.com, where tonight's live stream giveaway, where tonight's live stream winner will receive a $15 gift certificate to A2ZDarts.com.
Who doesn't love a little $15 gift certificate? Spend over $45 and you get free shipping too. So can't forget that from A to Z Darts. That's pretty impressive when you add that in. Nobody likes to get that big purchase and then find out, oh, I got $30 of shipping as well. No fun.
Jared, I have been told that before. You should hear me do my spiel. How about Scuba Steve? Damn you. Said he sucked tonight. So I'm going to guess Mr. Rip got the win there.
Well. Half of everybody takes an L in the first round anyways. That's the unfortunate thing, but it's the truth.
Cooper gets that point lead and hits that bull. Gets the first leg on the board for himself. It's a 2-1 score line. 4.45 average in that win. You're seeing them. They're kind of scrappy out the gates. And I'm only saying that because of what their averages were coming into this. The winning averages for the leg so far have been a little bit lower than we would expect. But again, first night, first week, first time on stream for Cooper. And Brandon's just trying not to be 0-4 in his last 4 live streams here on the CSC Challenger Series. Which must mean that Tito Martinez must have done a number on Brandon Neal's confidence that one night in season 1. That was crazy.
Good recovery there from that second dart for Cooper.
Bill's asking if we're going to throw the luck of the draw at Booyah Cup next weekend. I did that last year. And I had fun doing it. You had to work, like you do. Yeah. So I think it just depends on timing and all that, and if we're able to.
Yeah, we're definitely got a little bit more coming our way. I don't know if we'll be able to because, to be honest, we've got that exhibition on Friday night. We're going to be doing some fun things with that one.
Aren't we miking them up so we don't even have to be there for commentary?
Well, you just let the old secret out of the bag, I guess.
I thought we mentioned that on Monday, did we not?
Yeah, we did. We're going to be miking up Danny and Mike Maloney for a little bit. Certain legs we'll have them mic'd up and cued in, so we'll be able to kind of hear some nonchalant crap talk.
Oh yeah, I don't think it's gonna be nonchalant. I think it's gonna be very in your face.
Yeah. And after
there you go.
What Danny said Monday night, I think we're going to hear some good stuff. Which, fun fact, since he's in here, we'll go ahead and set the reality straight. We talked to Danny immediately after the match. He gave me a call, and he said, dude, we started off like crap. And I said, you had he's like, what were we throwing, like a 5-3, 5-4? I said, that's crap?
You said it was garbage.
Yeah, garbage.
Do you guys want to hear something that isn't garbage?
Yes.
We are well over 100 viewers over the Division II viewership record, and it's the first week.
Woo!
So Just
Are we really?
want to, yeah, we are. Our previous record was, I believe, 658 live viewers. We're actually about to, we're right now at 838 live viewers. So big thank you to everyone for tuning in for this one.
Wow. Well, it shows you when you put up a poll and ask people what they want to see, you're going to get some good viewership. Appreciate you guys joining us. Reminder, I'm Sean Green. That's William Stewart.
Well, then don't mind me saying archive. Oh, I love this. What's up, Jeff? How's it going, Andy?
Cooper a little bit upset at himself after that first start.
Well, it was really low, and it was for him. That's very far off, right? For me, I'm like, thank God I hit a 17. But for him, it's very far off that treble, which is where they're looking for it. Patrick, I'll give it to you. Boom goes the dynamite there for the 800 plus viewers. And we get a boom goes the dynamite right there. Number 3 of the evening. Cooper has 1. Brandon has 2. Yeah.
When did Cooper get
keeping
one?
Track.
When did Cooper get one?
Because
that just said 2 right there.
Yep, he got one a couple legs ago.
No, he didn't. That was an 8 mark. You said it, but that was an 8 mark.
It was an 8 mark.
Was it?
Yep.
Well, he deserved it.
I called you out for it right afterwards. I said that was an 8 mark.
I was not listening. I was not listening.
Remember when Sean said I tune him out?
Mm-hmm.
It's the other way around. Oh my!
Danny
Oh
Baggage.
my!
By the way, when I watched the match back and saw ex-commentator, I almost cried.
That was Nick's doing. That was not our doing. We do apologize.
How about Tito Martinez in the chat right now? Tito, man, you started off this losing streak for Brandon, that's for sure. But right now he's ahead 2-1. Throwing a 5.38, throwing absolute fire in this leg. Only needing 215s to win this one. And he gets the Maloney double and smiles about it. He knew what he was doing right there.
Wait, those are highest average so far, a 5.40 for Brandon Neal as he takes the 3-1 advantage here over Cooper Olson. Cooper not far off, throwing a 4.75. That's his highest as well. As we just kind of keep creeping those score lines up, folks. This is your Division II opener here, brought to you by Partners Promoting Darts. William Stewart, Sean Green, Nick DeShare in the background. As we get a 9. No. Boo. Oh,
They start off 7-7, though. Firing out the gate. Justin, if we don't mention him enough, he starts to cry and then, complains.
It just continues the trend. 4 in a row on the 7 marks.
Love it. Score is 3-1. Brandon Neal over Cooper Olson. The font is a little bit different than it was on Monday, Maya, and we are still going to tweak that a little bit if we need to.
Possible position to take a shot here. No, he just stays. What do you think? You get gutsy there or no?
I like it for him. Now I don't.
Answer. Cooper.
Give himself a little slap on the booty there as he was by.
Yeah.
A little giddy up. He's going to have to stay, I believe. Yep. And that might cost him. 3 marks in this is going to cost you.
Very well could. It should if you're Cooper. Attack. You need 2. Just attack. You need 2 to close.
Yep. And that's exactly what he's doing. Good call, Mr. Stewart.
Yeah, you should attack there, no doubt. And it still could cost him. I mean, there's nothing holding Brandon from going 6 mark and then taking a look himself. But you got to take your shot eventually and just, take your chances. You're 3-1 down right now. You could possibly go into the break with the advantage. You just got to rattle off 3 in a row. And here's an opportunity.
I can
take full advantage.
In this division, if you go 3 mark, 1 mark, back to back, you're losing the leg. 9 times out of 10.
They were calling for the 9 back there at the wooden nickel.
Yeah, they wanted it there in South Dakota.
So far, we got Brandon with 2. He had one in the first leg and the 4th leg.
And I guess Cooper had an 8 mark.
Yep, that was leg number 2. He rattled in that 8 mark.
How about number 3 for Brandon Neal?
Right when you think it's his leg to win, Brandon makes it a little interesting here. But
does he go for the 8 mark?
I don't know if you do here. I think you at least take your pick at 1, but maybe extend out a little bit more. Yep, I like going back here. That's decent. I think that's an okay shot there. I'd have been tempted to maybe go back, but at least he closes the door on one of them. Granted, it's not the higher number, though. And look at this from Cooper.
Tried to take out the 16s there, too. I like the move.
Yep. Very tight. He has the house
Still a
advantage.
chance here for Brandon, though.
I love that for Cooper, taking that look there.
Justin, I figured out that I was wrong. Cooper had an 8 mark. Brandon really was feeling that 9. And I really think that he thought that 18 was in when he let it go.
Yeah, and he went back, and you can see this 5-3-8, 5-2-5. Cooper 61 points down.
Now he's going to stay there.
Because he's got.
Or is he close 16?
Stay or take a shot. Take a shot. Yeah, take a shot. The 16s close him. Because Brandon's either forced to hit or he's still given a shot to Cooper here, who only needs 4 bowls.
Yep. It would be 4-3 if Brandon closes both the numbers here, which is very doable for Cooper.
Exactly what Brandon's doing. Closes out those numbers, forces Cooper to the bowl. What do you say, Cooper Olson? Is it 3-2, or are you giving it over to Brandon?
He's asking the question. And that's a tough start for it. Oh, no.
He's going to be kicking himself for that one. You got to have a forgetful mind here. Short-term memory loss, if anything. Just get rid of it. Because you pretty
Brandon
much
still needs 3.
Brandon only needs 2.
Yep, that's what I meant. And he gets it.
And it's a 5-2-8 for him.
It's a big, big leg. And now at 4-1.
Yeah, and if you're Cooper, I would be tempted to just take a second here, grab a water. He's going to get right into it. Great answer.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good way to open up the leg after that last round at the board.
You know what I appreciate? I make one mistake.
What?
Well, two. Well, probably like 5. But it took that many, and we got some people being like, "Are you doing okay? Are you feeling all right, Sean?" Because I never make mistakes, and I appreciate that, guys.
You rarely ever do. You rarely ever do.
Oh, you stop it right now.
It's this guy that makes most of the mistakes around here. Well, Nick, who forgot one 9-mark counter and got attacked by everybody in the comments. Where's the 9-mark counter? And by Brandon Neal in the interview, as you'll find out here in a moment.
I love it.
Love you, Nick.
Thanks, Andy.
As,
there you go. 31 9 marks were hit on Monday. Whew. Were you going to say that?
And 33 was the over-under, by the way. Once again, pretty dang good. It's like
you didn't even do an over-under tonight, did you?
Nope, I didn't.
Well, Cooper is winning this leg. What do you think?
I would say he's got the advantage. Just the subtle advantage.
Paul, we absolutely should on the 1-year anniversary.
It's 2 years anniversary. Come on now.
No, it only happened a year ago. I know it seems like a lot longer ago.
2022, bro. Definitely.
Dude, I just posted it today, and it said 1 year ago.
Cooper.
See?
To win
Austin Braswell confirms. Gets it on the Maloney double as well. 4-2 score line now. Can Cooper make it 4-3 as we head in the break, or will Brandon have the big advantage at 5-2? Gonna have to break the throw in order to do so. Jared, congratulations on winning your $1,001 off of that bet. And boom goes the dynamite right out the gate for Brandon Neal.
Excellent opener for him. The old white horse. How do you do it?
That was better than I would.
Sean's knocked that out 7 times lately in the CSC, and I'm just what every time. What are you doing?
That was amazing. He's still staying perfect. He's still perfect. Oh,
you blew it.
He blew it.
He was so upset there. But giving it right back to Cooper after he gave him a good leg as well. Cooper trying to make a stand here on the 15s.
That's probably not going to work very well. Brandon completely destroys his average by only getting a 2 mark there, but that's okay. Yeah, Gage, I can't go full Adam Sandler there because I do have a sleeping baby somewhere in this house. And my voice is known to carry from time to time.
Oh, but don't get us started on Adam Sandler quotes. We'll get it going. There's no doubt about it. I'm the shampoo. I am better.
The conditioner is better. I keep the hair silky and smooth.
Sorry, Daddy. Oh, my gosh. Oh. All righty, here we go.
Oh, I see what's going on here.
Yeah. Stop it.
That penguin's
right, Brandon to win the match.
Well, not the match, the leg. And he does it on a double again because he wanted to. And there you go, a 5.14. Brandon Neal has gone quite a few 5.6 somethings in a row.
Yeah. He's had 5.40, 5.28, and then this 5.14 here to
We got Poland in
put
the
himself
chat.
where he's at. Isn't that great? When you get Poland in the chat.
I love it.
That is amazing.
My goodness.
Amazing.
Guys, we're going to head to that break. These interviews are great. Cooper Olson, man, a few words as we get the giant fat head in the view there. I absolutely love it. But stay with us. We'll be right back after hearing from our two players right after this.
I'm Brandon Neal. I am playing for Nebraska Technical Services, and I'm playing out of Stoley's Bar in Omaha, Nebraska.
Well, the white belt legend Brandon Neal, Omaha, returns to the CSC Challenger Series to kick off our season 6 here for Division 2. Brandon, how's it feel to be back on the show?
Feels great. One of the best parts is how good you guys' intros are. Man, I'm gonna have to take y'all on the road with me. But yeah, super happy to be back. I was pretty upset that I missed last season, but I was absolutely motivated to get back. So happy to be here and happy to be playing on Strain's first night. Kicking it off right. Let's go.
You have a tough first round opponent. I mean, Cooper Olson is the 6th highest average. Now, granted, it's a tight average spread, but I mean, he does have the advantage there. What's going to be your game plan to come out on top?
To be honest, I mean, with how close an average everyone is in Division 2, it doesn't matter if you're playing the top average or the bottom average. This is going to be insanity. It's going to be so fun to watch. It's going to be crazy playing it. But I am going to try to get back to more of a classic thermonuclear strategy when it comes to cricket. I want to take a lot of the mental out of it. Part of my trajectory upward has been trying to play a little bit faster, not think as much, and let the muscle memory take over. And that's done me better than in the past. So that's going to continue over to my strategy. We're just not trying to overthink it and just throw, and because if you miss it, it doesn't matter anyway.
And then I got to ask, what's going on with the sign in the background, man? What's going on there?
I was watching the stream Monday, and I thought we used to have a 9 mark counter. I don't know what. I don't think anybody brought it up, but in case they didn't, I wanted to run it by you and see what your thoughts were.
Well, miraculously, you are the first person to bring it up. So, I mean, it's good to know.
Look at
I'm actually
that.
taking the notes. Don't worry, there will be, in fact, a 9 mark counter tonight.
Yeah.
And now, is there anything you want to say to your friends, fans, family, or anybody else watching along?
Yeah, I've had so many people reach out over the past week, just wishing me good luck, and hopefully a few of them will come out tonight. That is arguably the most awe-inspiring part of this is people that are just genuinely happy for you and want to see you do well, and that will come out and support as you're trying to get better and perform well in an environment like this. It's high stress, hundreds, maybe thousands of people will be watching eventually. We don't talk about that a lot, but it does put stuff on your shoulders. So to have people like that in your corner, it means a lot. So thank you to all of them. And then obviously I have a closet full of shirts from Mammoth Custom Apparel. Keep me looking good, and I will have one on tonight. So hopefully I can perform well for everyone.
We are excited to see the Bathroom Selfie King back on the CSC once again. Brandon Neal, we wish you nothing but the best of luck in your match.
I'm Brandon Neal, and you're watching the CSC Challenger Series.
Our Dart of the Month is featuring the entire Devin Peterson range. When you purchase any shot Devin Peterson set of barrels, you'll receive a free hand towel. Also, his range is marked way down this month, so you're getting a huge discount plus a free gift. A special bonus for you guys, any customer that purchases the February 2024 Dart of the Month special will automatically get entered into a raffle to win a signed set of Michael Smith Achieve darts. Winner's choice of the soft tip or steel tip version. All right, let's do a quick test throw. Out of the entire African Warrior range, I personally like the Wisdom darts the best. Oh, thank you, Duke. I'm gonna throw the 23-gram Wisdom barrels plus the new shot Flight Deck one piece. These are the standard black shorties. All right, let's give them a whirl. see how we did. Definitely not going to say we're going on a ride because you guys were kind of weird about that last time. All right, we've got Sheer Beauty as always with shot barrels. Not my favorite grip, a little too grippy for my liking, but I love a torpedo shape. That is my absolute favorite shape for a barrel. That's it for now, folks. Head on over to a2zdarts.com, click on the banner to go to your Dart of the Month to make your purchase and get entered automatically into that raffle. See you next time.
I am Cooper Olson. I'm playing out of the wooden nickel for MG Leagues.
Well, Cooper Olson, welcome to the CSC Challenger Series. Excited to have you on our show to kick off Division 2 this season. For those seeing your face for the first time, how long have you been playing darts and what got you into the game?
This is my 5th year at darts. I got into the game by just seeing a flyer for a blind draw. My dad took me to it and just kind of took off from there. Threw all right and kind of got obsessed with it.
Well, you're coming in pretty strong as you are actually the 6th highest average in Division 2. And I know it's a little bit early on to be asking this question, but what's going to be your expectations for the season? How far do you see yourself going in this?
I'm hoping to make a good run. I would like to see myself in the finals, but we're just going to take it one quarter at a time and see if I can't come out on top in our quarter.
Well, it's going to be a tough match to start off as you got CSC veteran Brandon Neal, no stranger to our show or the live feed for that matter. What's going to be your game plan to come out on top against him?
I'm just going to throw my darts and see what happens. I've played Brandon a lot in the last couple of years, just in online tournaments and down in Omaha. So, I mean, I'm no stranger against him, but we'll see what happens.
And then South Dakota is a hotbed for top shots in the darting community. Can you tell us who you think the best dart player is in your state?
Oh, man. Joey Mann has got my number, actually. I cannot seem to get over the hump against him, so I'm going to go with Joey.
Fair enough. And then let's say you do make that deep run, you make the finals appearance, and you come out on top. What would you do with that prize money if you won?
I'm going to stick it into a shoebox somewhere and use it for spending money next year at tournaments and whatnot. So.
And then anything you want to say to your friends, fans, family, or anybody else watching along?
Just thanks for the support, and all the voting, and a special shout out to my little brother Carter. Actually, he's always my number one supporter. He travels with me everywhere, so I know he'll be with me tonight too. So.
Well, you're going to have a lot of people tuning in and a lot of people cheering for you as well. As we're excited to see your debut on our live stream here for the CSC Division 2 for Season 6. And Cooper, we can wish you nothing but the best of luck.
I'm Cooper Olson, and you're watching the CSC Challenger Series.
Well, these guys just said, nah, we're not streamed, and started off without us. And Brandon Neal just hit another 9 mark while we were in our interview session. So as you can see, 171 plays 160 here. Brandon just off the 9. See what he can do with this round here. How about another?
Boom goes the dynamite. Back. Oh, that's an 8 mark. Dang it. Look what you did.
Got him. He's thinking 8 marks or 9 marks tonight, folks.
We don't need to know the rules of this or anything like that. These guys are just going to play. No breaks needed. No breaks needed. Brandon Neal should know better than this, but that's all right.
Yeah, it's okay.
I didn't do
Brandon
it, Andy.
In a good spot here. He goes 16s.
Man.
He's looking good. He's looking promising.
Looking real good.
6.80 compared to Cooper's 5.
Yeah, Brandon's finding a new gear here. Quite a few legs in the 5s here in the last few. And then this one, a 6.8.
Yeah, and Cooper's best leg right now is a 5.40, which is the same for Brandon. They both had those 5.40, but Cooper's just had some subtle inconsistencies where Neal really hasn't. He's had 3 legs in the 5s compared to Cooper's 1.
Yeah, that score line is 5-2. And yeah, I mean, averages wise, you're seeing a lot of similarities, but the timing of Brandon Neal is really making a huge difference. And Cooper's just wiring. Just what you're seeing right here. And sometimes wires make all the difference in darts.
Well, and just like the replacements, he's wiry. He's wiry. That's what it is.
Wiry. Brandon goes back to the 16s on dart 3. He wanted to win the leg there, but with the way those two darts were crisscrossed applesauced in front of his those bullseyes there, he had to switch it back over. 5-2 scoreline. Elliot Milk in the chat, the milkman. How you doing, brother?
Who?
It's a tall drink of milk, that guy.
That's Phil Taylor. Brandon needing to does it in 1. 5.45, highest leg of the evening so far. And it goes to Brandon Neal once again.
He's now up 6-2. Cooper in that John Part bad spot now in this match where Brandon only needs 3 legs to win and Cooper's down 4.
Another thing is Brandon's got 9 marks compared to Cooper's 0. Now, that's not always a factor per se, but they can definitely sway legs in the favor of the person who's hitting those 9s.
He's getting a lot of 6 marks, a lot of 7 marks, though. 7 marks are going to win matches. 9 marks are for show.
You could definitely say that,
Unfortunately, Brandon's hitting with 7 marks, too.
Yeah, the score line where it is right now is in favor of Brandon, 6-2, so...
Gage saying, Cooper's throwing like me, and I told him not to do that. He clearly didn't listen. Andy, you're right. 8 marks do look a lot like 9 marks when you're not paying attention. And I am paying attention, but I'm also trying to look at Will's face most of the time just for fun. So that's my bad.
It's because I'm beautiful. It's true. You're welcome.
That wasn't bad.
Second singing lesson for you this evening. 7 mark for Brandon Neal.
Yeah, Josh, that is a button pusher 101 there, and he's got the wife doing it for him.
If you're not familiar with the CSC Challenger Series, it's become a thing, ladies and gentlemen. Jeremiah Millar started us off, and don't get me started on him this year or this session. Please don't.
I didn't. You mentioned him and then went on with it. You know, we've gone this long without mentioning it. I absolutely died laughing for an hour and 50 minutes of a live stream of Leonard Gates the other day. And my favorite part was when he called you out for being super creepy. Because guess what, guys? If you've not met Will in person, he can be super creepy, whispering in people's ears all the time.
Wow. Thank you.
I love
Appreciate it, brother. Thank you.
Hey, at least he knows your name. He has no idea who I am. And I've done so much more commentary on him.
Oh, my. It is funny. Well, how about this? Brandon once again lined up for another. Instead, it's a 7. But that'll work. It puts Cooper in a position where he has to hit a triple here to take a look at the 18s, and he'll probably stay for at least a little bit more.
Look at this.
There we go. Take a look now.
There it is. Boom goes the dynamite for Cooper Olson. His first of the CSC Challenger Series. And that was a big moment for that.
You mentioned Leonard. You did miss a moment between Danny and Leonard. They're about to play their final this weekend, and they both hopped on the mic and just talked mad stuff to each other for a second.
I love it. Well, back-to-back 9s as Brandon Neal fires in one of his own.
That was clutch there.
Yeah, that one hurts. You're on a high of hitting your first 9 mark in the CSC, and then Brandon's like, I'm going to hit my 6th. Michael from Poland says, singing commentator, not creepy at all. And you knew that was the one who was the creepy one. Good call, Mike.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
I got to be honest with you, Mike. I'm happy that we don't have your last name in the CSC Challenger Series. That would take some practice.
I had to do Sebastian Białecki and found out that it is not Bialecki, it's Białecki.
Yep. He adds a lot of extra syllables in there for no reason.
Yes.
Andy, you're not wrong there. Good old T-Swift.
Jen talked me into that one. Sorry, folks.
You're
Well,
going to have to shake that one off. Shake it off. Shake it off. Oh.
look what it did for us. Another world championship. We'll take it.
Well, you mean national championship because you didn't play the world?
Well, same thing.
There's European football.
There is. There is. Yeah, he knows that.
But also, congratulations to Kansas City Chiefs, I guess.
Yep.
What a
you go.
terrible
Number 4.
That's a tough miss. That's a tough miss.
It is. It is. Opens the door for Cooper to walk right in and grab another leg here. And could it be just the start for him on the comeback train?
We are in PPD player advantage rule territory. So if Cooper does win this leg, he will go first in the next one. And he's throwing a 5, 6, 7. He's raising up that game. Man, I wish I could just nonchalantly get angry and throw bowls.
Right? You're definitely right there. 2 needed to close out the leg and a 6-3 score line.
All right. He has halved Brandon's score, and he will go first in this leg. 6-4 is a much different ball game than 6-2. That's for sure. You see, something happened to one of Brandon's starts. It's back there fixing it. Well, you can't see, but we can.
He's fidgeting.
And Cooper's wondering why he's slow rolling him. But that's okay. Stephanie's the button pusher, so it's not even Brandon's job to hit that button. Yep, and there you go. I think Stephanie was just making sure that it was the PPD player advantage rule there.
Yeah. That is the unique thing, that player advantage rule. So keep that in mind.
We'll ask everybody who's watching. Sorry, go ahead.
No.
All right, no, you go ahead.
No,
you.
No, touche.
All right.
You.
Let's ask the chat here. First of all, if you have not done so yet, make sure you leave a comment in our chat, hit that like button on our Facebook page. Doing so will automatically enter you into live stream giveaway tonight. Tonight's raffle winner will receive a $15 gift certificate to a-zdarts.com. So make sure you do that. And then let's ask the chat, who did it better? Who did the Pete Weber, who do you think you are? I am better. Was it Will Stewart or was it Sean Green?
Well, you did it when I was TKO. I was out of commish. So that's not even fair because then I hopped on and did it and looked like an idiot. So not cool. Not cool at all.
I thought it was cool.
I still
Yeah, see, Will. They love it.
There's a couple shots in there as well. I was my favorite Pete Weber quote, or at least my second favorite, would be the "Loved me or hated me, you watched." He is a man full of quotes.
The man did it right. Let me tell you what. The glasses.
Yep.
Whew.
Oh yeah.
The shades. Come on now. Look at that. All those wheels. Brother. Why do you think you're me? Because you're not, okay? You're welcome.
Paul Rogers is the only one that matters. There you go. Boom. All right. Someone asking about the young man shooting next to Brandon. I'm going to guess that was very much approved by Brandon Neal to happen. He has also had
100%.
a dog being having a game of fetch being played around him before, and he never even kicked that dog. And I love dogs, but I would have kicked that dog.
You heard it here first. Sean Green, everybody, kicks dogs.
Kicks
Alrighty.
dogs. Yep. Get it.
How is this our
No,
second controversy with kicking dogs on this stream? This is the second time now.
Second time. No, I agree with you there. I guarantee you Brandon was like, yeah, 100%. Play right next to me, and he's probably chatting it up here and there, saying good shot. I guarantee you. That's Brandon for you.
Darian, can I pet that dog?
Can I pet that dog?
All right, Cooper stepping up.
You should take a shot here.
Not if you're Danny Baggish. If you're Danny Baggish, he would tell you to stay up there, high ground.
He takes that percentage. I mean, he doesn't take that. He takes the percentage shot and stays up there, knowing like, oh, I'm gonna come back and try to get you again. I don't know. When you're fighting,
no longer can
Colin,
play
where you're
around,
at right
man.
now, 6'4". Come on now.
It's
Damned
6'3".
if you do, damned if you don't. Yeah, but you're hunting for 6'4", and then the comeback train. Come on.
He did take a look there, but I think that was because he was crisscross applesauce there at the top. That's now twice now I've said that, and you have yet to make a comment on it. And I'm just going to keep doing it until you do.
Crisscross applesauce? I'm cool
Oh,
with
yeah.
it, bro. I like it. I like the saying. It's cool. All right? We used to say it back in kindergarten days. I'm sure you're used to saying it with your middle schoolers these days. Crisscross applesauce, children. Crisscross applesauce.
I do not say it to the middle schoolers. They would look at me like I was insane. I would not have Riz if I did that.
I was wondering when you catch on to that one. An unbelievable amount of people have been commenting on the TikToks that we have, saying that's Mr. Green. By the way,
There's no one that said Mr. Green.
There is definitely a few.
Wait, I'm TikTok famous? When did you tell me this?
Yeah, you're TikTok famous, my guy.
My kids didn't even tell me about this today.
I bet Finn's on
Look
there.
at that. Hey, I
haven't
say
seen
it's
Finn.
good to see. I will say some of those good numbers to see on TikTok is the younger generation joining us. Heavy amount of younger generation staying in tune with the darts. So our game is set for the future, I think. Especially with what Luke Littler's been doing overseas and the popularity that he has created along with Bo Greaves and Fallon doing what she did back, a couple years back. It's all created this buzz that we're seeing today. Let's be honest, COVID was pretty good for darts as well.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, Michael is absolutely right. The young man there is he's not bothering anyone. He's even thrown on the other side of the line than Brandon. And you're right, the boards do look a little bit separated. But Brandon's going to miss on his own there, and that's a tough dart. We're going to see if that comes back to cost him.
Could cost him. Cooper's got to find the higher ground first, and that's what he does. And he's going to take a shot. Back over. Oh, took a shot at that
Maloney double.
Paul saying, never seen a throw like Neal's, hardly a drawback. Maybe you haven't seen Gary Anderson. Just kidding. No, Gary Anderson does do that, though, where he just directly to his
goes straight to the
eyesight
eyeball.
and straight through. It's crazy how he makes that work for him and is so dang consistent, but just stops
so
the
pretty.
breaking parts.
And he'll even adjust his dart in his hand as he's bringing it back and still throw a perfect dart. Well, Cooper does get that leg on the board. Defeats the 4-2 of Brandon Neal. Ayo. And it's 6-3 or 6-4 now. But Brandon now back in front. And Cooper has yet to break the Brandon Neal throw. All right, Brandon stepping up, and this is already not the start he was looking for.
I was saying
Definitely not the start he's looking for here.
Really wanted at least a 5 mark there. Cooper taking just a little time to get going here.
Oh, yeah. Cooper's reaction tells you everything you know about that. He knew he had a look, and this is one of those situations. That might be a moment. That might be a Jules Van Dongen moment right there. So Jules is notorious. He's talked to me about this before, that when his opponent throws a 60 and he's up behind him, he immediately thinks to himself, all right, I got to take advantage of it right now. And he falls into the 15 there, just Brandon Neal going for the bull on dart 3. And then it puts a lot of pressure on him to throw that. And then he ends up hitting 59. And now he, in his own mind, is like, I'm out of this leg already. Which is not the right way to think about it, obviously, to be out of the leg after the first throw. But in this position, Cooper's probably feeling that way. That right there could have made it 6-5. And you can see how Brandon Neal is running.
Yeah, he's getting on the high horse and running. And Cooper, you gotta feel like you're running out of time here with every leg that kind of goes by. Brandon can pull this one off. He'll only need 2 legs to take the match.
It is 6-4, Brandon Neal. And now he's trying to figure out what he wants to do here. Pointing's never a bad thing. Jared, that's a really good call. I can see that for sure.
Yeah, Sean gives me Gomer Pyle references, but whatever. He gives me those vibes.
Is that because he's from Indiana?
Yep.
You didn't even know that, did you?
Yep, sure did.
Why do you know that?
Because I'm a movie history buff. Come on, bud. Get out of here.
Oh, I thought it was because of back home again in Indiana at the Indy 500. He sang it.
No, wasn't that?
For so many years. That was his thing.
Yeah, I guess so. Touche. Neal needing 3 for the 7-4 advantage here.
And that's a bit of a hanger, Sarge. Interesting to go bull on dart 3. Cooper a chance to run the points up now. I would have liked the 19s, 18s there. Guarantee yourself the 2 closes on the 19s and 18s, and then it's potentially 3-3.
Yeah, I agree that. Never know what could potentially happen.
And that's exactly why Brandon does that. And he takes it out. 7-4 scoreline now. Brandon Neal up on Cooper Olson. Coop's got to start firing right here, right now. We're about to find out if he has another gear. Or is the frustration just starting to settle in? Good last start.
Neal needs a hefty start here on the 19s.
Hefty.
At least a 5, and he's going to come up with more than that. How about a 9?
Boom goes the dynamite. The 9th 9 mark of the evening. Brandon has 8 of them. And Cooper steals the 19s from him. Maya Berger's up 8-4 on his opponent. Yeah, let's see some of those score lines, guys. Scuba Steve came in just to say he sucks, so I know he lost to Ken Rip. But what other score lines we got in there? Sandy, I appreciate that update. We already have the winner of this one will take on Corey Beck in round number 2 as Corey defeats Zach Fuchs. John Hussman defeated Chase Stewart. Casey Jones over Christian Beard. Tyler Weehee defeats Shane Watson. Austin Braswell puts our defending champion in the loser side of the bracket, Rich Sturbins. How about that?
Wow. Just goes to show you, just because you're defending champ, anything can happen here.
Well, Austin Braswell was one of our Division I players last season. Drops down to Division II and says, "What champ?" Brandon firing on all cylinders again, throwing a 6.0 early in this leg. He has done a great job of just asking Cooper Olson questions today. What I mean by that is he just keeps putting Huseman, sorry. My bad.
Does it matter? No, I'm just kidding. We're going to make bigger mistakes. Trust me, folks. So currently right now, just doing a little bit math, and this just shows you where and why the scoreline is the way it is. Right now, Brandon Neal throwing a 4.59 compared to Cooper's 4.28. So going into this, Cooper had the upper hand on the scoreline, but maybe that little bit of nerves kicking in with it being a streamed match and his first time participating in the CSC.
It could be. He's also just wiring everything. And that just happens sometimes in darts, you know? Another 7 mark from Brandon. It was Chase playing on the board next to Cooper, so I was right about that.
Nice.
And yes, Chase did lose his match. But the beautiful thing about the CSC Challenger Series, it is a 2-loss format, so they just move over to loser side. And I can tell you, we've had some champions come from that loser side right out the gate.
Yeah, we've had Chris Watson, make a stand all the way through to the finals?
A couple times.
After that one loss, losing in the first round and making that stand. So anything can happen. That shows you the benefits of having that two loss side, and then again, some double dips can happen as well. Two scoops of ice cream at the end of the tournament. You never know. That's happened.
We've seen that a
once or
few
twice.
times in Division II. It happened last season.
Yep. Brandon with a 116-point lead here. That's just outside into the 222. Difficult couple darts there for Cooper, and he knows I would just go ahead and take my shot at the 18s, get rid of him. That's exactly what he does, especially in that spot. A trip 17 doesn't help you, but at 18, we'll go ahead and take away that wedge and at least kind of stop that punishment of points for just a second.
Oh, Dave, you're not wrong. Trust me. That's what I believe too.
But at the same time, I'm on the other boat. Things happen, dude. Calm down.
I know. That's coming from Will, who
messes up
famously said Dirachi.
Yep.
Who famously did not even ask how to pronounce his director, producer's last name before mentioning him.
Oh, that's funny. Well, Neal,
Maya Berger gets the job done.
Go ahead and close the door here on the 15s. He does so.
Jed, your name gets mispronounced all the time?
Yeah, I say Jeb. Just for kicks and giggles.
Well, Brandon
That's
gets the double
also-
ball on dart 3. 5.18 from him. He's had so many legs winning above a 5 now.
We do got to get Jed to pull out his half of the Dumb and Dumber outfit this year, because it's him and Kevin Schmitz that have the Dumb and Dumber jerseys.
Kevin's in Division 1. Jed's in Division 2.
Shout out to Jed, because he actually wore the get up for the most of the time, where Kevin kind of copped out halfway through.
And Cooper, unfortunately, starts off this leg with just a 2 mark. 8-4 score line. Now has not a whole lot of harm done there from Brandon. Just kidding, Jed. That's what I meant. Jed, I'm having an off day. You just leave me alone. All right. Jed, I wanted to be the first person to let you know I have the bearer of bad news. You've dropped down to Division 2. We just didn't tell you.
It's actually Division 3 now. Cooper, you got to find something here. If you look to halt the charge, he knows it too. He's living on every dart here.
Yeah, and he's starting to look like a man a little bit exhausted, and it's because of all the pressure that Brandon continues to put on him. And all the wires that he keeps hitting.
Yeah, he takes out the 17s right away. Back up for points, or does he hold there?
Nope.
He holds there, and wow.
Appreciate that, Dave.
Brandon Neal can get the job done right here if he wants. Yep. We'll find out.
He's going to go for it.
Oh, yeah. Trip.
He's been aggressive this whole time.
You might as well. But even if he doesn't get it this time, he's still going to lay up and have an opportunity here when he comes back.
Wow.
That's a clutch double.
That's a coffin shot right there.
I love your use of it. He better give Ryan a little praise for that one.
Oh, it's
bud.
Mooney's. It's definitely Mooney's.
He definitely gave you a
But I'll
good
steal
one,
it when I
though.
need to. Yeah, he did.
One
All right, here you go.
needed for
One
the
dart.
win.
And there you go. Brandon Neal, man on a mission. 9-4 victory over Cooper Olson. And the fathead gets it done and almost gets ran into. Great dart from the white belt. And bathroom selfies, we're going to get more of them as Brandon Neal moves on to round number 2, where he will take on Corey Beck. It's going to be a good one. My goodness,
I agree with that
what
one.
a great match.
Definitely so. Just some final numbers for you. I'm coming up with a 4.66 overall average for Brandon, which is definitely good. For Cooper, a 4.22. So not exactly the number that he was hoping to get, but for your first time in the CSC, I mean, it can either go really well for you, or you can, most of the time we have those ones where you're a little bit nervous and maybe it doesn't go quite your way. But he'll be looking for a better performance in his next round, no doubt in my mind. But Brandon Neal coming out on top in this one and throwing a hefty amount of 9 marks too. Overall, can't beat 9 marks for a Division II match. Pretty good.
No, he threw great, and he definitely laid down a little bit of a challenge, right? He's here to play this season. He wants to win. He doesn't want to just compete and have a good time, make a deep run. He is wanting to win this division, and you saw it tonight. Start off slow, but then just fired in a whole bunch of 5+ averages there and just kept the pressure on Cooper, and that's what's going to get the job for him.
Yeah, Brandon Neal will play Corey Beck in the next round. Cooper Olson will play Zach Fuchs in the loser side, top 32. So that's what we got coming for you for those two gentlemen next. Now, as far as streamed matchup, we don't know who exactly that one is going to be. We're going to be awaiting a couple things unless Nick has it for us. Nick?
Our streamed match for
we have Monday.
Our stream match for Monday, Sugar Shane Johnson and JC Martinez, which got leaked out as we posted that one a little bit early. We do not know our Wednesday matchup yet, though.
I was going to say, I don't care about Division 1. I care about Division 2. And some may be asking, no, I'm just kidding. Some may be asking, well, what about Division 1? Well, the thing about it is if you didn't know, Jules Van Dongen and Leonard Gates are both overseas. They're traveling there for the UK Open. They'll both be participating in that. So it's going to be tough to get them back in time in order to have that event take place or that match take place on the stream. So that's why maybe another time, huh?
The fact that you just said that 2 of our CSC Challenger Series players are playing in the UK Open this weekend is so freaking cool, dude. Right? Like, that's so freaking cool. Man, best of luck to all of our North Americans that are playing. We're hoping for some deep runs there. Jules gets to play on the main stage there a couple times if he rolls through a couple rounds there. But wishing them both all the best. And, of course, Danny Lobby and Matt Campbell as well on top of that. So hopefully those guys all have great runs and great showings. They have the talent to do it. They just have to do it. And I forgot the ad read at the end, so don't forget to read an ad read. Tomorrow's the last day to snag the February dart of the month, Devin Peterson Wisdom Darts from Shot. Hey, this is what I'm here for. Purchase the February dart of the month for a free Shot hand towel and a chance to win a signed set of Michael Smith Achieve darts. The giveaway ends March 1st, aka, in 2 days, and the winner will have their choice of soft tip or steel tip. Best of luck. The Money Mark McFadden darts are sold out, so I'm going to skip that part of it, and then check out the blogs for all of the information that you can find on A2ZDarts.com because it is immense and it is amazing. A lot of great contributors to that blog do a lot of great work, including Dax Munna, who did an amazing job on the dart flight. So check those out, guys. And man, I cannot wait for Monday. I can't wait for the rest of the season. It's just getting started here in the CSC Challenger Series. We want to thank everyone for watching tonight. All the support you guys give the players and to us is we're just grateful for. So thank you for that.
New record once again here for our Division II is, folks, it's just getting more and more entertaining here, and you guys are following along in suit. You're tuning in because you know what we've got on the line. Some massive rounds of darts, some legs that are just unbelievable. It's the CSC Challenger Series, baby. What more could you ask for? Make sure to tune in every Monday and Wednesday night here. 8 p.m. Central Time is our new start time. So remember that moving forward as we progress through Season 6 here. Thanks for watching, folks. We appreciate it. William Stewart, Sean Green, Nick Teixeira. We'll see you Monday night for Sugar Shane Johnson and La Maquina Martinez.
Have a great night, guys.